We are here at the Mud Puddle Pottery Studio Holiday Marketplace, and we have Ginny Maurer. Ginny is a fiber artist, and she does spinning on the wheel. She does hand-spun yarns, and you can see what she's working on now. So you see the fiber that she has dyed and that she is now spinning on her wheel. And she sells a lot of yarns, which you'll see that we have several yarns in the gallery that you can purchase that are all hand spun, and she has more over there. Ginny, can you tell us a little bit about what you do and how long you've been doing this?
I started back in the late 70s. A friend of mine was teaching me how to knit, and suddenly the thought occurred to me, wouldn't it be neat to knit my own hand-spun yarns, my own yarn that I made? Because, you know, I had grown up going to historic sites like Williamsburg and seeing people do it, and something just clicked. So I was lucky to be living in a town that had an art department at their local university. So I asked around and found someone who would teach me, and after about 4 lessons, she cut me loose and said that it was up to me. So back then, you bought books and read them or checked them out from the library. We did not have Facebook or internet, you know, in '79. And I had subscriptions to magazines, which I still do today because I'm still learning. But that's pretty much when it started, back around 1979. And I do knit with it some and crochet. This year, because of your suggestion, Sharon, I figured out a little crocheted brooch, and I have enjoyed crocheting those out of my hand spun. And
can you show us some of those?
Sure, I've got them right here. I've got 3 different styles I developed. I am just amazed with myself. I developed 3 different styles. Here's one.
All right,
that's sort of dimensional. It looks like a carnation.
And what do you use those for?
Oh, you can pin them like on your sweater or on your jacket.
So you have a pin mounted on the back?
I have a pin mounted on the back, a brooch pin. It's a heavy pin.
I've seen people wear them on the headbands that you
yes.
do, the ear warmers.
I got some headbands here. Like here is one in this style that sort of looks like a sunflower. And here's a headband, and this would be very pretty.
Oh, it'd be perfect because you have that contrast of the light on the
some
outside.
Some of the hand-spun yarn that was used to make the head warmer. And I've got a good friend who loves to crochet and knit more than I do. I really love to make the yarn. So Lisa Kennedy from Pegram, she has been crocheting these. I'm so grateful.
They're beautiful. They're just
so
beautiful.
Grateful to her for doing that.
And how much are those?
These are the head warmers. Are $25.
And all hand done from hand spun yarn too. And then your brooches?
My brooches are only $7.50.
Beautiful.
And there are 3 different styles, but let's see. Oh, here's one that's sort of a free form. And if you notice, the brooch changes colors, and that's because of the way I spin the yarn. I design my yarns with a lot of different fiber, and I kind of go around a palette. I create a palette and go around and go from one to the other.
So you comb these. I've seen you combing these fibers.
Card.
So you're taking, yes, let's
Card
see.
it.
Okay,
I didn't bring
thank you
my
for
hand cards today. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
no, that's perfect. I saw you doing it yesterday, and that's amazing that you're taking that raw material and dyeing it and cleaning it.
Well, these days, because of the internet and because of technology, our access to fiber is much greater than it was when I started. When I started, you pretty much bought a fleece and washed it and carded it and dyed it yourself. Nowadays you can buy it already dyed, and you can buy a larger variety of fibers. So this is my Christmas yarn that I started yesterday here.
Beautiful.
It goes from red to green, and then there's a gray sari silk that has a lot of fibers in it. It has a huge palette of colors. And what I'm working on today, because this is only a single ply, only one yarn, and I will combine it with another yarn, and probably knit these little brooches out of it for next year at Christmas. I don't know if I'll get any done for next week, because I wish I had thought of this earlier, because I could have had Christmas brooches, but who knows, I might get some made by next week. But the yarns that I normally do, unless they're thicker, the thicker ones might be single ply, but the thin ones that I spin, and see, I like a texture.
Yes.
So I've got some lumps and bumps in there, and I'll be
Hey, can you show us a couple of your scarves real quick? And I know that you have a special this weekend on your scarves.
I do. I've got a 10% off special, and I think they're already priced really well, because to be able to buy something hand spun is pretty rare. Now this is one of my favorite ones, and I've actually got 2 of these.
Here, bring those over, because some of these folks might want to shop through the video, and they might want to just tell us to hold something that they see that they like.
These
Look
2
at that.
scarves
Beautiful.
are hand woven, and I used an 8 harness twill for those of you who are weavers, because I know we got a lot of weavers out there and spinners. And I've got one of my brooches pinned onto it to give you an example of how you can use the brooches.
And how much are the scarves roughly?
These are $75, and I've got them on sale 10% off.
And they're a nice size too. Can you
They
just
are.
try one on real quick for me?
Sure.
So they can kind of get an idea of the length and what it looks
The
like.
length is approximately 60 inches.
Beautiful.
And I use a lot of merino
See,
silk
it's
in my blends. And again, you'll see the colors change. And that's from me, how I build my yarns.
beautiful.
I take them from color to color. And each one of them is different. So every scarf is different. Let me try on this one with the brooch. But these 2 I've named Embrace the Gray. I have a friend in California, and she said, I'm letting my hair grow gray, and I want to embrace it. And she told me what colors. So this was there were 3 of
Beautiful.
these, but she special ordered these. She told me what colors, and I do that too.
Nice. So we carry Ginny's work year-round here in the gallery, and right now she has her winter items like the scarves and the hats that she also brought in today. So you can get 10% off through today on her scarves, and that's all hand spun and hand woven. And then she brought all these. These are beautiful, Jenny.
Very soft.
So come in and shop with us, and we would love to see you. And you come in and ask about Jenny's work, and I'll show you around. And Jenny also works here part-time, so you might get to meet her in person when you come down.
And I love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.